Shalom Aleichem. Welcome to Chabad and friends. One of the Torah Vadas Rosh Hashivas was Rabbi Rueven Grozovsky, whose father-in-law was Rabbi Ber Leibowitz of Kamenetsky. Rabbi Rueven Grozovsky made a shidduch with the known Chabad Chassid Rabbi Avraham Elye Axelrod. Now, Rabbi Avraham Elye Axelrod was a very special chassid in his own right. He was a Talmud in Lubavitch, a student of the Rebbe Rashab, a chassid of the Frierdiker Rebbe's, and the Frierdiker Rebbe writes in a letter to him, lauding his grandfather, calling him a makabel shlishi from Rabbi Reuven, a Sofer, the Alter Rebbe's scribe, the Sofer for the Alter Rebbe. And the Frierdiker Rebbe tells him why he considers his grandfather the makabel shlishi, the third one to learn from Rabbi Reuven, a Sofer, and he praises him greatly. When the shidduch was made, initially, both the Lubavitch Chassidim, Rabbi Axelrod's friends, Rabbi Jacobson, Rabbi Kazanovsky, Rabbi Shmuel Levittin, Rabbi Simpson, Rabbi Rifkin, and Rabbi Ruven Grozovsky's friends, Rabbi Aaron Kotler, Rabbi Abraham Kalmanovitz, and others were surprised because Rabbi Ruven was a Litvak. At the end of the day, he was a Litvisher. And Rabbi Avraham Elye Axelrod was a Heisel Lubavitch Chassid. And Rabbi Avraham Elye's only child, Ruth Axelrod, who I personally knew, was a Beis Yaakov girl. She was a classmate and very good friend of Rebbetzin Kenny Darren and my Schwieger zu lange Jahren, Esther Magnus, and the rest of those girls that were in Beis Yaakov in the 1940s. And here, but her parents were Lubavitch Chassidim. Ruthie's parents were Lubavitch Chassidim. And the shidduch is with Reb Ruven Grozovsky's son, who was a Litvisher. And there's a letter from Rabbi Axelrod to Rabbi Jacobson, seemingly responding to this query and surprise. And he says, listen, if there would have been a shidduch with a Lubavitcher Bocher, and they got married, by the way, in the year of the Istalkus of the Frierdiker Rebbe in 1950, he says, I would have taken him, but it didn't work out. So, don't blame me, I'm not looking for a Litvak for my daughter. I would rather have a chassid. But in hindsight, it was a very, very special shidduch. Ruthie told me, at the Sheva Brachas, Rabbi Yankel Kamenetsky, a Rosh Hashiva in Torah Vadas, spoke, and he said, this wedding represents the two great movements, Chabad, Lubavitch, and the Gaon, Reb Chaim Volozhner, the Litvischer world. They're coming together because Rabbi Ruven Grozovsky is a continuation of Rabbi Rebbe, and who was a student of Reb Chaim Soloveitchik. And Reb Chaim is a direct great-grandson of Reb Chaim Volozhner. Together, the shidduch being made with Rabbi Avraham Elye Axelrod, a great chassid of the holy Lubavitcher Rebbe, Rabbi Sholem Ber of Lubavitch. This is bringing together the two worlds. This is what Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky said during Sheva Brachas for them. This is what Ruth herself told me. When that was said, she noticed that her father wasn't smiling. In other words, he was a very unassuming person. He wasn't a fighter. He wasn't aggressive. And of course, he was happy with the shidduch, but nevertheless, to go and laud the fact that a Litvak and a Chassid are getting together, at that time, this didn't resonate with him. I guess from where he was coming from the culture he was coming from, although, there was good relations between Chassidim and Snagdim in Russia during that time, nevertheless, he still would prefer a Chassid. So she told me that she didn't see a smile on her father's face. Rebbe Rueven Grozovsky was very proud of the Shidduch, and he was happy that his son chose such a Yireh Shamayim as a wife, and he even learned Tanya with his father-in-law, Rabbi Avraham Elye Axelrod, at time to time taught him. And here we see that it's quite possible for Litvaks and Chassidim to marry each other and have a wonderful life and live with shalom and peace and harmony and merit to children and grandchildren and only Deiris generations of Talmidei Chachamim Yirei Shemayim serving HaKadosh Baruch Hu.